Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something pretty fundamental, unavoidable really. It's what our source material, the Herreningwanded seal or the memory of the soul, calls an absolutely fixed appointment. We're talking about death and judgment. Our mission here is to understand this, well, this dual certainty. But maybe more importantly, to explore the surprising part we do influence, our own memory, how it prepares us or maybe fails to prepare us for that moment.
Yeah, and when you really dig into the source material, it all hinges on that one quite stark statement, as it is appointed unto men once to die, but after this the judgment.
Hmm.
That word appointed, it's really key here. It's not, a maybe or a suggestion.
Right. It sounds more like a court date you just cannot miss. No rescheduling.
Exactly. The original language suggests something laid out, like a fixed period stretched out before you. And it ends with this mandatory event. It really sets up the dynamic, doesn't it? God, the infinitely superior being, sets the time, and we, the created, we keep the appointment. It's settled, fixed, and crucially, we have absolutely no idea when it is.
Hmm. And that absolute certainty about the event, if not the date, leads to what the source calls this double appointment. The first part is our own death, assuming it happens before the Lord's return. And the second, the final judgment itself. The material really stresses that humans have, well, zero control over this.
None whatsoever. You can't influence it. You can't call in sick. You can't ask for a delay. It's not like a court summons you might try to dodge. When the time comes, your soul leaves the body. You have to be there.
And what happens immediately after death? The sources say it depends entirely on the soul's state at that very moment.
That's right. For believers, the soul goes immediately to be with Christ, into paradise. But if God's mercy has been rejected during life, the soul enters what the source describes as immediate horror and terror. It calls it being held almost on remand, waiting for that final great day of judgment. So the general rule, the standard for everyone, is very clear. You die just once.
And the source anticipates the question about exceptions, doesn't it? It briefly touches on those few famous cases in the Bible, people brought back to earthly life, only to die again later.
Yes, it does. You get the two boys in the Old Testament, raised through Elijah and Elisha. Then the man revived when his body touched Elisha's bones. Christ raised three. Jairus, his daughter, the young man at Nain, Lazarus, of course. And the apostles raised Tabitha and Eutychus. Plus that unstated number at Christ's crucifixion mentioned in Matthew. So maybe 8 individuals named, plus some unknown number. When you weigh that tiny number against the billions who've lived, well, it just proves the rule, really. Once
Yeah.
to die is the norm. No second chances after death.
Okay, so this unavoidable appointment, this judgment, it forces us to grapple with God's nature. And this seems to be where people often get tripped up by, as the source puts it, little knowledge. Like just saying, oh, God is love, and stopping